7th edition of Marex Maritime News Bulletin. These are the headlines on 27th of April 2020. Government of India reconstitutes National Shipping Board. Indian government paves way for return home of seafarers. Travel operator ATPI gears up to fly Indian seafarers. And now the news in detail. Government of India has approved the reconstitution of the National Shipping Board (NSB) to be headed by the former Director General of Shipping, Ms. Malini Shankar. NSB is the highest advisory body on matters related to Indian shipping, including the development thereof and on such other matters arising out of the Merchant Shipping Act. NSB's new 16 members include the DG Shipping, Mr. Amitabh Kumar, Joint Secretary Shipping, Mr. Satinder Pal Singh, one representative each of the Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard, National Union of Seafarers of India representative, Mr. Abdul Ghani Saran, Maritime Union of India representative, Mr. Amar Singh Thakur, and National Ship Owners Association representative, Mr. Anil Devli. Indian Coastal Conference Shipping Association member Mr. Aditya Suklekar, International Maritime Federation representative Captain Sanjay Parashar, Coastal Container Transporters Association representative Mr. Rahul Modi, Federation of Indian Exporters Organization representative Mr. Ajay Shah, and Association of Multimodal Transporters of India representative Mr. Shantanu Bhatkankar are the other members of the board. Board member Mr. Amar Singh Thakur spoke to Marex.
I believe that my contribution ensure smooth functioning for all stakeholders has provided this platform to continue to work harder. It is a privilege to work as a member of National Shipping Board, and I would like to thank Honorable Minister of Shipping, Shri Mansukh Bhai Mandavia ji, having faith in my ability. I would like to wish the newly constituted board the best.
First time appointee Captain Sanjay Parashar had this to say.
It's an honor to be part of National Shipping Board. And my focus area is Indian seafarers. How to develop the jobs for them, how to get the education to the highest level with the best of the skills imparted to the Indian seafarers. इस सब पर जमकर काम करेंगे, विजन डॉक्यूमेंट तैयार करेंगे और छोटे छोटे गांव, बड़े बड़े शहरों में अच्छे तरीके से मर्चेंट नेवी की नौकरियां मिले और जो हमारे सीफेयर्स ऑन बोर्ड हैं उनके जो मानव अधिकार हैं वो संरक्षित रहें, इस पर काम करूंगा. एंड लेट मी अश्योर यू दिस कैन ओनली हैपन व्हेन यू ऑल आर विद मी. सो आई नीड योर ब्लेसिंग्स, कीप गिविंग योर फीडबैक एंड आई प्रॉमिस दैट आई शैल टेक द होल इंडस्ट्री अलॉन्ग विद मी. थैंक यू. जय हिंद.
Mr. Abdul Ghani Saran said NSB had its first meeting through video conferencing with Union Shipping Minister Mr. Mansukh Mandaviya on April 22nd.
He was very much instrumental in constituting the new board and having the members from all different stratas of the maritime field to give focus for the enrichment of some maritime policy for the benefit of the shipping fraternity, Indian shipping per se. And for the first time, I would say, because I have been a member for the last 3 National Shipping Board, this was the first time when when any minister that rank has given work to do right from the inception, and he has advised us to make subcommittees on various topics, and the subcommittee will meet among themselves and then come to the main National Shipping Board to have a more constructive interaction and to give recommendation. It is to be borne in mind that the NSB is a recommendatory body and it has to give good recommendation for the government to decide on those. So we look forward to a continued and a meaningful, interactive and proactive National Shipping Board with consistency, and I'm very sure it will give the required results. Thank you.
In an aside to this development, Captain Gajanan Karanjikar, President, All India Marine Pilots Association, welcomed this move by the Shipping Ministry and offered unpassed expertise to NSB in making safer the work of marine pilots all over the country's waters. Captain Karanjikar said,
On pilotage front, as President of AMPA, I would like to suggest that NSB works aggressively on some pilotage reforms, and one of the prominent one is to form and implement a code of safe working practices for marine pilots in all major and minor ports. We don't have such a code in existence today, and this code will bring reforms in all pilot boarding arrangements in port as well as the practices on the vessel side, which will prevent accidents and provide security to marine pilots.
the Indian government has come out with guidelines for change of crew at Indian ports, a move designed to put an end to hardships faced by seafarers and pave the way for the ease of travel home and to ships. Under the Standard Operating Procedure (SOP), any seafarer would be allowed sign off and sign on at the port of embarkation in India only after a test for COVID-19 is found negative, failing which action as per guidelines of Indian Ministry of Health and Family Welfare would be taken. Also, Indian seafarers on way to board vessels will be issued transit passes for road travel from their residences to Indian ports and back. The transit passes will be issued for a fixed route and with specified validity only. Leading travel operator ATPI is gearing up to fly Indian seafarers back home once leading airports of India become fully or partially operational for restricted international services in the months to come. ATPI Chairman Captain Agipal Singh Khuman spoke to Marex about challenges faced and strategy adopted by ATPI India to enable the travel of Indian crew between India and foreign ports.
Unfortunately, the uncertainty continues, and by passing of every single day without knowing the future course of action, simple crew change is becoming more complex and more expensive. These are difficult times, but with largest network worldwide, being there in almost all the ports, whether they are crew change ports or recruitment ports, ATPI is doing whatever becomes possible to be in a state of readiness so as to be able to move our seafarers without loss of time soon as the opening of the skies is announced. We will leverage our long-standing relationships with airlines to get seats on commercial flights, arrange private charters in case the commercial flights take time to commence, use global and local strengths of our land arrangement partners, arrange hotels, quarantine accommodation, and whatever else becomes necessary for our loyal clientele so as to be there with them and our seafarers in this time of need. We are keeping close watch. We are in close touch with our offices, with our clients' offices, with government offices, and we will be there, we hope.
In other news, 145 Indian seafarers who were working aboard an Anglo-German cruise liner Marilla Discovery disembarked at Mumbai port recently. The Indian crew was out through a four-stage disembarkation process before being sent to a government-authorized quarantine facility. These seafarers had spent over 40 days in Indian waters as the Indian government put together a standard operating procedure for them in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Indian shipping agency JM Bakshi expedited the disembarkation process. National Union of Seafarers of India helped them travel to their respective homes in various states by road.
मेरा नाम सागर रोजा है और आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे मुंबई जो क्रू है, जो हम लोग जितने भी मुंबई के लोग हैं, 20 ऑफ अस राइट नाउ आर इन दिस बस एंड अदर्स आर इन अदर बस। तो ये जिन लोगों ने मेहनत की, जितने भी लोगों ने मेहनत की हम लोग को सही सलामत हमारे घर तक, हमारे देश तक लाने के लिए, मैं उनका बहुत धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूँ। मैं आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi sir, Honorable Shipping Minister Shri Mansukh Mandaviya sir, as well as I would like to mention thanks to Gani sir, General Secretary of National Union of Seafarers of India, for coordinating with the Prime Minister and Shipping Minister to allow us to sign off in this critical lockdown condition and taking a quick decision and helping us out to get in Mumbai. So thank you so much, thank you so very much.
It's a slight understatement, but we managed to escape, and we've had 6 weeks altogether now. So we've reached the first real milestone when 1/4 of what's been an amazing team is actually going to leave us. So the Indian guys, they're lucky enough to going home tomorrow. Can you hear us out there? No, they can't. Ask them to. Someone ask them to come. As I was saying, these are the guys, 1/4 of the ship's company. You've done an amazing job. We wish you all very well. Go safely home to your families. Thank you ever so much from all the team on board.
With seafarers unable to travel back from ships despite having completed their contracts, their families are racked by worry and concern over the well-being of seafarer spouses and dear ones on ships. Speaking to experts, we found out that if the situation is not resolved at an early date, the impact on families, especially on children, can be detrimental. Here is useful advice offered by those who have dealt with similar situations in the past. Mr. Chirag Bari of Iswan opined.
The families are equally concerned for their loved ones, and it is very important that the families remain to stay calm and look after their well-being as well. The families are the backbone of the seafarers. They have shown their exemplary courage, strength, and wisdom during difficult times in the past. Such difficult times do come, and we are hopeful that this will also pass away very soon. Government is taking a lot of initiatives to repatriate the crew from ships. The families need to remain in touch with the shipping companies during this period. If you have any more concerns, or if you would like to speak to anyone in confidential, please contact ISWAN's Seafair Help helpline, which is available at www.seafairhelp.org, and one of our team member will contact with you shortly.
Professional development trainer and life coach in maritime sector, Mrs. Dipti Mankar, advised families thus.
So it is very important for us to understand the gravity of the situation right now. I think you should take it as their voyage has been extended due to this pandemic. Another thing, please understand the healthcare facilities and the healthcare workers are taking care of all the possible measures which could be required on board. So the companies have taken good care and they are fully prepared with an emergency plan for every ship in case they encounter COVID-19. Also, the seafarers would be much more safer in their working environment right now, and port authorities have also increased restrictions so that nobody gets infected by this virus. Lastly, I think the companies have also taken a step further by providing more internet access to the loved ones on board so they can connect with you, the families out here. So if you are safe and you are healthy here, I'm sure it becomes easier for them to work on board. Ultimately, they're there for us, and I think we should be really proud of every seafarer who's working to continue the supply chain all across the globe. So instead of panicking, let us just pray and make sure that this phase will pass by, providing everyone understands and supports each other through communication and can take care of each other in this difficult time.
Marex pays homage to ex-Deputy Nautical Advisor of India, Captain K.R. Sundaram, who succumbed to brain hemorrhage in Mumbai recently. Tributes poured forth from many a quarter. This tribute from Captain M.M. Sagi, former nautical advisor to the Government of India. Captain Sundaram was associated with me for over a decade as a colleague, ever since he moved from Indian Maritime University to DGS, till my superannuation. I have known him as a man of few words who believed in speaking through his performance. He was one of those rare officers who always remained humble, down to earth, polite, and ever willing to help and support all those dealing with him. Captain Sundaram is a big loss to DGS, MMD, and the shipping industry. We will miss him immensely. Captain Nalin Pandey, who was at Captain Sundaram's bedside when he passed away, said,
Captain Sundaram was my batchmate from TS Rajendra days in 82-83. Then we were in the same South India Shipping Corporation, Chennai, did the cadetship. He became the master there, but I left as a third officer. He was very nice, very humble, very honest, down to earth. One of the best person that I have ever met in my life. It is not only a big loss for the family, but it is a big loss for batch, for the Maritime fraternity. We pray God that his soul rest in peace. Om Shanti.
This tribute from Captain Harish Khatri, Nautical Advisor, Maharashtra Maritime Board to the Government of Maharashtra Home Department, Ports and Transport. I have known Captain Sundaram since 1997 when we appeared in the UPSC interview. Later, he was posted in Chennai and at Noida MMD and subsequently at Mumbai MMD. At Noida, we worked very closely and it was Captain Sundaram's hard work and leadership that ensured smooth transition of the MMD office to its new premises. Captain Sundaram was always most helpful and accessible to everyone. He was also academically very bright. This is perhaps the first time that we are losing a colleague still in service. I will miss you, my friend. May your noble soul rest in peace.
May Captain Sundaram's soul rest in peace. A news flash now. Mr. Sanjeev Rajan has been appointed Shipping Secretary to Government of India. He will assume charge on 1st May. Thank you for watching. Please follow social distancing norms. See you on next Monday.